All right, 7th graders, this is to help you with question 3 for your test. So let's take a look. It says, what is the value of x in the equation -2 equals 10x minus 3? Okay, so we have -2 equals 10x minus 3. You always go to the side with the variable, so you go to the side that has the x. And your first step is to move all constants, all numbers without that x attached, to the opposite side of the equal sign. So I need to move this -3 to the opposite side of the equal sign. I need to zero out this -3. How do I undo subtraction? I undo subtraction with addition. So I'm going to add 3 here to the right side of my equal sign, the side with the x. If I'm adding 3 to the right-hand side of an equal sign, I must also add 3 to the left-hand side of that equal sign, so the equality remains. -3 plus 3, the whole goal was to zero those out, so that here on the right-hand side, we have a simpler equation to solve. Now we have just 10x on the right-hand side. You just want to keep breaking it down until you get to the point where you're isolating x all by itself. -2 plus 3. Signs are different. I find the difference. The difference would be 1. What do I have more of? I have more positives. I have 3 positives and only 1 negative. Now, if I want to get x all by itself, you say, what's the operation between the 10 and the x? The operation between the 10 and the x is multiplication. How do I undo multiplication? I undo multiplication with division. What am I going to divide both sides by? I'll divide both sides by 10. This will allow my coefficient of x to be 1. What's 1x? 1x is just x, and that's the goal here. But if I'm going to divide the right side of my equal sign by 10, I must also divide the left side by 10, so the equality remains. So 1/10 is my value of x. That means if I substitute a 1/10 back in place of x, it will make this equation true. Let's go ahead and run through that check real quick. -2 equals 10x minus 3. -2 equals 10 times, what did I find x to be? I found x to be 1/10 minus 3. Now I'm going to simplify this side and hope I get -2. Sorry, I always draw my 2's 2 different ways, and I know it bothers my child at home. Okay, so 10 times 1/10. Well, 10 is the same as 10 over 1. If I multiply straight across the top here, straight across the bottom, that's 10 over 10. What's 10 divided by 10? Oh, 10 over 10 is just 1. Then I have my -3. So then I have -2 equals, what's 1 minus 3? Oh, 1 minus 3 is -2. That equation checks. 1/10 was absolutely the correct answer. I hope that helps.